Hey, what's up guys? So recently I've been having the kind of Sega theme going on with the PS2 pickups and whatnot. I'm going to do something different to that today, but kind of similar in a way. So at Christmas I picked up a couple of these things here, and they are PS2 controller to PS3 converters, so USB on that side, PS2 kind of port thing on that side. So you plug that into the PS3 as so, and then here I have my silver official PS2 controller, and I plug that into there, and now we have a controller that works. As you can see, the analog light comes on and off, and yeah, and it's kind of similar because I've got here Sonic Generations. I actually had a couple of copies of this. I've already sold one, and now this game is actually sold, and I just wanted to do a video before I posted it. So we will slot this in as it goes in that way, whatever. Yep, I'm just chatting shit. And we'll hit record, and we should see some action on the screen. Okay, there's no picture on. Oh, it was the game loading. Silly me. Why did it go black for so long? So yeah, this is a game that, you know, I like some parts of it and I don't like some others. For me, there's some issues with the game. Overall, it's a good game. Probably the best of the Sonic games I've played that contains kind of 3D content. Pardon me. So we've got the nice classic Sonic intro music from the first game on the Mega Drive. Well, kind of rehashed, should I say. So continue. Now this game, I've got to the final boss on it, and the bosses are one of the issues of the game for me. They're just not very good. I'd have been happy with some, you know, old school 2D style Dr. Robotnik, Dr. Eggman bosses kind of thing. But unfortunately they're kind of 3D ones. So oops. This kind of the kind of level selection part of the game, it's got these like platformy bits, and you got, you know, like challenges to do and things like that. If you kind of scale these platforms, you know, like you can do something there, defeat the dark mysterious enemy, blah blah blah. But I'm not really interested in looking at them for this video. So while you're in this screen, you can switch between old school Sonic and new school Sonic. I think this looks like old school Sonic. So basically you've got two different acts for each level. If we do that, it's basically the same as changing between old school and new school Sonic. So Act 1 is kind of 2D, and Act 2 is 3D. So start Act 1. Obviously it's 2D in the sense that it's actually 3D, but it's 2D style, old school side-scrolling platform style. So yeah, we've got a, you know, rehashed, reinvented kind of version of the first level of Sonic 1. Controls nicely. You know, it's just overall very similar gameplay. God, I feel retarded today. As you can see, we've got the spin dash. And we've got the all the sound effects and things you'd expect from kind of rehash of the first Sonic game level or whatever. Yeah, I'm really fucking brain dead today. I should have maybe done some notes or something, but that's just not my style. I just like to put this shit in and play. So yeah, overall I'm impressed with these the 2D acts, levels, whatever you want to call them. You know, I think they pretty much play not identical but very similar to the original Sonic games on the Mega Drive and whatever other consoles you might have played them on. There's some decent Sonic games on the Game Gear, for example. Obviously the Master System. So we've got a life there for collecting 100 rings. Actually pretty easy to do in this game, to be fair. You have to kind of go out of your way on the first Sonic game on the Mega Drive to collect 100 rings, so that's pretty nice. So yeah, there's a decent kind of addition of, you know, the 3D elements where Sonic kind of goes around in circles and I don't know, whatever happens, and obviously the gameplay is still 2D, you know, it's kind of just like a cutscene in a way. You know, like there, you're not really, you know, you're not controlling him in on any other axis and the 2D axis. There's no 3D element there while he's going across that thingamabob. So there we go. We've got a B rank and the perfect bonus, which gives me an A rank. Oh, I've just finished downloading Mass Effect 3 off PlayStation Plus. Wow. So yeah, that's one of the 2D levels, stages, whatever you want to call them. So what we'll do next is go back to this thing, level, whatever it is, select my bobbages a movie. I just made that word up, bet you didn't tell. So yeah, what we'll go for, speed highway, and we'll change to New Style Sonic. Now it's really kind of annoying that it loads. It takes so long to load just to change the character. It gets really freaking irritating. So one thing you can do is, as you play the game, you unlock tracks and you can basically change the music to whatever you want to. Fuck it, we'll have the original Green Hill Zone music while we play this stage, just because it's my favourite all-time Sonic soundtrack. God, my brain is fucking scrambled today. It should be like eggs. Yeah, and I don't think the loading times of the levels aren't great, to be honest, so here we are. Just missed the rings. Always good to get some rings in Sonic, obviously. So this style is more, you know, along the lines of the PS2 games and some of the you know, earlier Xbox 360 games. You know, like there's a 2006 Sonic game which is pretty crap. But the problem with me for this 3D style is still that you don't really feel like you're 100% in control. In the 2D games, 2D levels, you really feel like you're in control. But for me, these 3D well, they do mix a bit of 2D in, as you can see there. But overall, for me, it doesn't feel like you're in control all the time. Controls feel very vague. But you know, it's still pretty enjoyable. But to me, honestly, I would have preferred the whole game to just be 2D. Some people out there go, oh no, you can't have it all 2D, that would just be like the Mega Drive and it's PS3. But, you know, this game, no matter how good it is, it's, in parts at least, it's still nowhere near as good as the classic Mega Drive games. Unfortunately, I've not played Sonic 4 on any of the current gen consoles yet. Yep, and blah blah blah. Right. So you get the idea with that. Obviously, this game has levels from, well, some classic levels, I will say. For me, I think a lot of the levels are pretty shit. I would rather have just had levels from the original Mega Drive games. They're the classic levels for me, but it seems like they have chucked in levels from like Dreamcast, PS2 era, etc. And some of them are just complete fucking aids. Well, they're not. I don't mean the actual level design necessarily. Some of them do have bad kind of level design. You can see I'm exploring the platforms and falling off. Yeah, not so much the level design, but the theme of the level. Green Hill Zone looks nice. Chemical Plant looks nice. Sky Sanctuary is okay. And if I can find one that's a bit bland. I mean, that one we've just done is a bit bland. That one's very bland. I think that's from the from like Sonic Adventures on the Dreamcast or something. So yeah, we'll have a look at one of the bosses. I wasn't too impressed, like I say, with bosses. We've got a hard mode there. I've not tried them yet. But yeah, I've basically got to the last boss and I just thought, you know what, I just can't be bothered. The bosses are just... the bosses are kind of wholly 3D, 3D style, apart from the like, for instance, the last boss has got like some... No, not the last boss, sorry, the penultimate boss. He's got a bit where you have to run. It's not this one, is it? Oh yeah, it is actually. Oh no, this is a different one. And you got these that annoying fucking thing that keeps telling you fucking irrelevant garbage info. Find his weak point. Why couldn't you just fucking told me that before he fucking murdered me, you little fucking douche licker? That reminds me of Tails, but it's not Tails, it's some other irritating cunt. That's another thing I hate about this game, it's got Tails in. Simple as that, everybody hates Tails. So here we go. We've had a slice of 2D action, classic Dr. Robotnik, and now it just fucking goes vague and bollocks, and you basically have to stand here or summit and, I don't know, wait for him to hit one of those, yeah, like he has done there, and then you have to fucking run up his arm and, you know what I mean? Give me fucking 2D Dr. Robotnik, I'm not down with fucking Dr. fucking Eggnog, whatever his fucking name is. I want that old school shit, homie. with the hot sauce on top, fool. Overall, I think the graphics and the graphical design of the game are great. 2D sections are great. 3D sections, average. Okay, you might enjoy them more if you played the the PS2 games when they were out in that kind of era. But the boss battles for me are just bloody annoying. I mean, there I'm just running about and randomly, just can't be bothered. Obviously, I've already beat that boss to progress through the game, but yeah, I'm not a fan of the bosses. Overall, replayability wise, there's plenty of challenges and shit. And this is annoying how long it takes to save. Kind of breaks up the game a bit there. You just want to jump back into another level and you just have to sit there and wait for it to save. Wouldn't mind so much if it stayed on the loading screen while it saved, but it just makes you stand there like a moron. So what's this challenge here? Seaside Hill, Act 1, Chapter 1. Rescue the animals. Save set number of captured animals from capture and reach golden time. So you've got all sorts of different objectives for different challenges. Kind of set of rules. Kind of sunny outside today. Still freaking cold though. So yeah, save the animals was the task laid out to me. So they're basically the animals there I used to get at the end of the level on the classic Sonic games, or act should I say. Yeah, and then you'll either have to like save so many within a certain time, or just get to the end of the level in a certain time and shit, or a combination of both, and then you kind of scored accordingly. I really just cannot be bothered with the challenges. As you can tell by the kind of tone of my voice, when I play games I just want to get from start to finish, bit of story, bit of challenge, not really want to go back through the game and just play a game for the sake of it. There are some kind of cheap elements of level design every so often, like this fucking enemy here. You know what I mean, where it's located above a animal capsule thing. So overall for me this game is it's a must-have for Sonic fans. I'm not in the most enthusiastic mood today, but it is a great kind of game. The first time you play it, your first playthrough, you'll enjoy it. But for me the bosses are extremely frustrating. The levels are pretty easy to get through, and then the bosses are just hard. And there's only like one act for 2D, one act for 3D, and then there's on to the next level, and then you got like a few levels between acts, between bosses even. God, fucking I'm not sharp with my skills today. So we'll have a count then, shall we, as I wrap up this video. So that's the first level. Oh, should also show you, there's this thing here where you can buy shit. You you can buy skills, like yeah, let's buy Power Stomp, and I've got Power Stomp, and then I can't buy a fucking Mega Drive controller even though I've got about 10 of them in real life, and you can buy extra lives and shit. Basically spend points that you gain throughout the playthrough, and obviously you can get more points from doing challenges and revisiting levels and all that shit. And then what's this thing here? Can't remember. Information pod, so basically kind of like a manual. So 1, 2, 3, oops, and then a boss, 1, 2, 3, then a boss. So yeah, 3 levels, 2 stages per level, so overall 6 stages, then a boss, half of which consist of 2D and half of which consist of 3D. The stages, that is, not the bosses. Yeah, so overall if you're a Sonic fan, then it's definitely a must-own game. The reason I'm selling it is because, you know, in a couple of years time it's going to be worth, you know, a couple of pounds. And the chances are that I'm not going to go back to this game, to be honest. I've got a huge stack of games, you know, like Gears of War 3, fucking Skyrim, you know, Xbox 360, shitload of games, and some, you know, PS3 games, and I've got fucking, like, you know, just things like Shenmue that I need to get through. So that wraps up the video. Overall, it's a good game, but it's kind of frustrating. Some of the bosses are a bit crap, and yeah, for me, I really enjoyed the 2D bits. 3D bits are playable, but I wasn't impressed with the bosses, to be honest. So yeah, that's Sonic Generations. Overall, thumbs up, but yeah, right, it does have some weak points, definitely.